Today I'm going to be doing a how-to informative speech on making these boxed brownies. So the very first step that we're going to do is washing our hands. Next we're going to be going off of the boxed instructions, and for here it has high altitude instructions. So normally you would preheat the oven to 325, but we're going to preheat it to 350 since we're at a high altitude. Alright, next thing is we're going to grease our pan. We're going to grease it with this Crisco butter nonstick spray. Make sure we get all the edges. And then the next step is to mix the box mix eggs, water, and oil into a large bowl. So I have all. For the high altitude, we also need to stir in 2 tablespoons of flour into the mix. So now we're going to open this box. We put in the mix that was in the box, then we're going to add, so we can either do fudgy brownies or cake-like brownies. We're going to do the fudgy brownies. So for fudgy brownies, we only need 2 eggs. So we're going to crack these into a separate bowl to make sure we don't get any eggshells in them. And then you can see that there's no eggshells, so we pour that into the big bowl. Then for the fudgy like brownies, we'll do 1/4 cup of water, which I already have here. And then I just have normal vegetable oil in here, and it's 1/2 cup. And then we just pour that in there. And then I'm going to take a whisk. Some people could use like the powered hand mixers, but I don't like the noise of those, so I'm just going to use a normal whisk. We're just going to whisk that all together. The 2 tablespoons that it says for a high altitude are tablespoons of flour for high altitude into the mix. And this says about 50 strokes to mix it, but I say just mix it until it looks like it's all mixed. And it should look like this. So then after it's well mixed, we're going to pour it into the pan that, well actually, I'm going to add nuts into mine because my family wants nuts in their brownies. So I'm going to kind of crush these up a little bit just in my hands in the Ziploc bag, just so that there's not really big chunks of nuts in the brownies. And then I'm just going to sprinkle just a little bit, as much as it's pretty much however much you want to do. You prefer amount. I'm going to do like 2 handfuls. There's like a gross piece of nut. And then I'm going to crush them up a little bit more with this thing, the whisk. I'm going to crush them up a little bit more with the whisk, because I don't want to have really big chunks of brownie in here, or nuts in the brownie mix. So now after adding the nuts, and then that's the microwave going, or the oven. So the oven's ready to go. Now that the oven's ready to go, it just beeped, meaning it's all preheated. We're gonna keep mixing this up just a little bit more. And then now, after we put the nuts in and the oven's ready, we're gonna add the mix to our greased pan. So this is where I'm gonna knock off all the excess brownie batter off of the whisk. Stick that into one of our things. And then I like to use one of these like silicone rubber spatulas because I find it's really good at getting all of the brownie mix out of the bowl. And the box says to pour it into the center of the pan just so that it spreads out evenly. And then I'm just using the spatula. Let me turn this. I'm just going around the bowl, trying to get all the brownie batter into the pan. So now that you got most of it scraped out into the bowl, you might need a napkin. Then I'm just going to clean up the edges just so it doesn't burn. So now we're going to put the brownie mix that's in the pan into the oven. So just put them in the middle of the oven rack. Close the door. And then according to the box, so we're using a 13 by 9 inch-ish pan. So it says 21 to 23 minutes. So I'm gonna set a timer for 22 minutes because we're just gonna go right in between the time. Now that it's been another 5 minutes and I found a toothpick, I'm gonna check it again to see if it's done. So it still came out with a little bit of batter on it, and I just stuck the toothpick in the middle. So we're gonna put it in for about another 3 minutes. So I just checked them again with another toothpick, and they're good to be taken out now. So we're gonna take them out. We're gonna turn off the oven and the timer. Okay, and then this is what your brownies should look like after you take them out of the oven, and you can cut them however you'd like, and they should be good.